Yo, what's up, my pitch perfect people? Welcome back, welcome back. Chelsea Manchester United match review. With me, your host Richie, and um, I, I've said for the past few weeks that I wasn't confident going up against United. Like I still expect us to win, but expecting to win and being confident that you're gonna win is two different stories. And yeah, I wasn't confident because this Old Trafford curse is just crazy, man. 10 years without a win, 11 years even, and it's gonna go on another year. And we still can't win at Old Trafford. It's crazy, man. Man said 1-1 and even falling behind, needing like I said, or beauty to even clutch back for a draw, man. I'm disappointed. I am very disappointed. I said I wanted a. I said that if we're gonna show signs of being a top level club again, we expect 8 points out of 12. I wanted 9 points out of 12. It's not possible to get 9 points out of 12 now. And if we can't even get 8 points out of 12, can we? So like, yeah, I'm just disappointed. I'm just really, really disappointed, to be honest. Like, it was just a mediocre performance. There's a lot of things at play. I thought Enzo Maresca had a few faults in there. Individuals at fault. System, yeah, system at fault. Systems, because our player I want to talk about is Gusto. Because individually, Gusto hasn't been great, but his role in the system I thought let us down yesterday as well. For the game. But overall, as you can see in my voice, you can see it in my face, man. I'm just very, very disappointed. Overall. But yeah, let's just talk about the game really. Let's first of all, Robert Sanchez, Bozo Bob Sanchez. You man already know my opinions on Bozo Bob, and you know what? He actually had a good game, but the thing with Bozo Bob is, no matter how great a game he can have, you can always expect a mistake. He's so mistake prone. It's insane. No matter how good a Cole Palmer performance can be, no matter how good a Nico Jackson performance can be, no matter how good a Caicedo performance can be, what's the point when you have a goalkeeper like Robert Sanchez? No matter what, you're gonna be conceding. Like maybe not even conceding, but just he's such a liability. It's insane. Can we not? Can we have just one goalkeeper for the next 5 years that can just be constantly reliable? The one goalkeeper we had the past 6 years that was reliable was flipping Edu Mendy, and then he became unreliable after a season and a half. So overall, like you see the penalty conceded. So he was quick to come up for that when it was in a position where you clearly just stand. You just stand your ground. But then when Curtis Jones against Liverpool took that heavy touch, bro just wanted to waddle his way like he's the flipping duck in the duck song, bro. Absolute bizhead, man. I'm so frustrated with him, and he's gonna be Enzo Maresca's downfall if Enzo Maresca keeps relying on him day in day out to be his number one goalkeeper in the league. Honestly, if we don't get top four this season, it will be Bozo Bob's fault. It will be Bozo Bob Sanchez's fault. I'm sorry, simple as that. Like Maresca needs to. I know certain managers have their kryptonites and whatever. They have their favorites. Rob Sanchez cannot be Enzo Maresca's favorite. I'm so sorry, but he cannot. You can't be a top level club if you have a goalkeeper like that behind your defense. I'm sorry, simple as that. Ben Roberts, we took from Brighton, yeah. Flipping, he saw Rob Sanchez fall from first choice keeper to third choice keeper. How do you fall to third choice keeper at a club like Brighton? I'm sorry, you just can't. You can't allow that. And we decided to spend 20 odd million to bring Robert Sanchez. Oh, both Ben Roberts and Bozo Bob need to leave. I'm sorry, simple as that. Moving on. Fofana was also at fault for the goal. For missing the header. I thought Fofana had a decent game. I see people going after him, whatever. The reason I don't go after Fofana as much as other people should, yeah, maybe I should be going after him. That's perfectly fine. I will admit that maybe I should be. But the reason I don't go after him is because obviously he's been out for a year and a bit, just no football at all. So obviously he's still getting back to rhythm and all that. But yeah, he's still showing signs of being a liability, which is completely fair. I understand why people don't rate him as high because of moments like that, which is completely fair. But centre back has to be our main focus next summer, centre back and the goalkeeper. Well, see, I, I say goalkeeper, but I trust Mike Penders and Jorgensen, but Maresca just has too much trust in Robert Sanchez. If I'm saying goalkeeper, it's mainly to get Robert Sanchez out of the club rather than bring a goalkeeper into the club. But yeah, a centre back, Rudiger. Uh, if Rudiger wants to come back, please. I'm seeing rumors that he wasn't training. I don't know if there's any follow up on that, but if it was possible, bring me a Rudiger or something. We just need a centre back that can just transform our defense, like the way Van Dijk transformed Liverpool, the way Ruben Diaz for his first season or two transformed Manchester City. We just need a high top class centre back. The way Saliba at the time transformed Arsenal. Right now, he's not looking great, but he did transform his Arsenal's defense, and him and Gabriel built a strong partnership. If Fofana does maybe next season reach the level, that's cool. I'm happy with that. But even then, we still need a centre back. Because our backups aren't looking great. We have Tossin, but like apart from Tossin, we have Badiashile and Disasi. That's not great. That is not great at all. I want to talk about Gusto, because Gusto individually and in the system is not working. And this is why I want to talk about Maresca's system. Having Gusto be your creative 10 and then forcing Cole Palmer to play down the left-hand side is not going to work. I'm sorry. If you had Reece James playing in the 10, I understand Reece James' body might not be physically able for that anymore. But why not do it with Michael Correa? Why is Michael Correa being dropped? And why can you not do it with Michael Correa, who's clearly shown in the games this season that he can do that role, and then just throw Reece James right back? Why can't you do that? Why do you have to force Malo Gusto to do that role? Because Correa clearly has the IQ and the technical ability to play that role that Malo Gusto is doing right now. It makes absolutely zero sense to me. And it's shown Malo Gusto individually hasn't even been great this season either. So why do you keep persisting with Malo Gusto playing that role and then forcing Reece James to play left back? I don't understand it. And that is where I'm disappointed in Maresca, because he's clearly not learned his lesson yet in terms of Gusto and his play. But hopefully, I just beg he doesn't do it against Arsenal, because that's going to be it's a very important game, especially in the race for top 4 or even top 3, maybe even a title. I'm just showing out, maybe even the title. But yeah, Maresca needs to pattern up on that front. Caicedo, phenomenal, my man of the match, unbelievable performance, Rolls Royce midfielder. People are now waking up to see what Caicedo's been doing this the past year. I know I said start of season Caicedo wasn't great. He wasn't great. The first 3-4 games, he wasn't great. I want to just say he wasn't great, but that's fine. He picked up his form straight away and didn't complain. Boom, that's it. He's now performing at an exceptional level. Best DM in the league. Come chat to me, bro. You see your Declan Rices. You see your Ugartes, bro. Nah, you see your Gravenberches. They don't chat to Moises. I'm sorry, bro. But yeah, he was my man of the match. Cole Palmer, very quiet. Very, very, very quiet. He just wasn't great. I do want to say that there were a couple moments in the game where I thought Cole Palmer was selfish, but he was selfish. And okay, Cole Palmer is their best player, no doubt about that, and we know the ability he brings to the team. But I think it's still right that you call out each and every player when they do some things wrong, and especially the last minute where he had the chance to play. I think it was Neto it was like a 2v1, and Cole Palmer, instead of playing it into Neto, who had space to run into and drill a ball across 6-yard box, Cole Palmer decides he's just gonna feint and then run into traffic. And then there was a moment first half, I think it was 34th minute, where Cole Palmer we had a 4v3 edge of United's box. Cole Palmer selfishly goes himself and nothing comes to it when Madueke was completely free down the right-hand side. So Cole Palmer didn't have his best of games. I'm very disappointed. But I do think the way rival fans are talking about Cole Palmer in big games is still way, way, way over the top. I will do a video very soon, a chat about Chelsea and talking about a lot of points within the past 2 or 3 weeks. But overall, yeah. Neto had a great game. I thought he was very hardworking. He was working Dallo, and then when he switched over to Mazraoui, because Mazraoui had Madueke quiet for a majority of the game, and then when Neto went onto the right hand side, Neto had him on ropes, I thought. Yeah, so Neto had a great game. I thought he was brilliant. Nico was very, very quiet. Enzo Fernandez, this is a big talking point weekend within the Chelsea fan base. Enzo Fernandez very, very poor when he came off the bench. He had that chance, and I do want to say though, the chance, people are saying the chance was very slightly was easier than they think. I personally think that, yes, I do think Enzo should have scored, but I feel like people are taking are talking lightly on how difficult the chance actually is. Because as you when Nico Jackson lays it off, Enzo's still in his running motion. He hasn't proper like put himself in a shooting motion, and that's probably where you can critique Enzo. You can't. I don't think you can critique Enzo on the way he tried to finish it. I think you critique Enzo on the way he built himself up to take the shot. He was still in his full running motion. Didn't take time to steady himself or set himself for the shot, and then as you can see, the ball ends up getting stuck like between his feet, and he just lifts it over the bar. I think if he set up for his actual shooting motion, then that's 2-1 right there. I'm seeing people say like Cesare Cassidy would have scored that, Kearney would have scored that. The reason they would have scored that and Enzo would have scored that is if they had their shooting motion set. But overall, yeah. As I said already, I'm just very disappointed we didn't win. A win at Old Trafford would have done. Would have been a major morale boost. Would have done the club a world good, especially heading into the Arsenal game. But now it is what it is. You just have to accept it. But all I can say is I'm very disappointed. Now we have the Conference League game to look forward to, and then we have the game against Arsenal. I will be releasing a chat about Chelsea to talk about the past 2 or 3 weeks because I haven't done a chat about Chelsea now a good while now. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads from my half personally. But yeah, please do keep supporting the boys. Keep supporting the channel. Football Talk will be out soon. But all in all, thank you for listening and thank you for watching, guys. Peace.